Peace, my family, and roll back to all those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good 9-mind. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher natures and cleansing. Yeah, for sure, family. You know what's up. We gotta cleanse. Cleansing the lows. I came on here today to read. This is Allah's Holy Qur'aan, and it continues. This is chapter 102. And so, let's read. Oh, favorite ones, don't follow the steps. Don't follow the footsteps of Samuel. Don't let those with affluence not to give to the Quabble and the Mascapani, those who accuse the faithful women will have a pain in the physical world and in the end. Alright, so let's go on. Oh, who are faithful, don't follow the steps of Satan, the reptilian, also known as Samuel the Cash. And whoever follows the footsteps of Satan, the reptilian, the evil one, so surely he orders by the way of the abominable and evil. And if the source Allah does not prefer for you out of his yielding mercy, not one of you would have ever been of pure mind. However, the source Allah purifies the mind, of whom he not we pleases, and he, the source Allah, is hearing, knowing. And do not make those with preference from you and plenty of excellence to swear not to give to their near relatives and the poor and the migrators from Mecca to Medina who left their homes in the path of the source Allah, and they should forgive and pardon. And do you all not like that the source Allah forgives you, and the source Allah is forgiving, the most merciful? Surely those who accuse the tyrannized, the neglectful, the faithful women, they are cursed in the physical world, and a supreme pain will be for them. On that day, their tongues and their hands and their feet will be a watcher of all that which they did. On that day, the source Allah will fulfill his factual means of judgment, and they will know that Allah, he not we, is the clear facts. The filthy, the disagreeable women are for the filthy, disagreeable males, and the filthy, disagreeable males are for the filthy, disagreeable women, and the agreeable, clean women are for the agreeable, clean male, and the agreeable, clean males are for the agreeable, clean women. These are the ones who freed innocent that which they say, and for them is a forgiveness and a generous provision. It goes on to read, don't enter houses until you become familiar with them, or you are given permission. Don't enter houses until you become familiar with them, or you are given permission. You may enter uninhabited houses. Faithful males are to lower their eyes and guard their private parts, and for faithful women you are to guard their private parts. They can display their body parts to their Valdua and their relative. Marry the Salam amongst you, but don't compel your young maid slaves to fornication. And it goes on to read, oh, who are faithful, don't enter houses other than your houses until you become familiar and give salutations on their family. That is good for you all, so that perhaps you will remember. So if you all didn't find anyone in them, the houses, so don't enter them until permission is given to you. And if you all are told to enter, so enter. It's pure for you all, and the source Allah knows that which you do. It's not a crime on you all to enter, not dwelt in inhabitants, and it is a temporary provision for you all. The source Allah knows that which you all manifest and that which you hide. Say to the faithful males that they should lower their sight eyes and guard their private parts. This is pure for them, and surely the source Allah is aware that which they mold. And tell the faithful women, those who follow the Qur'an, that they are to lower their sights, cast their eyes downward, and to guard, keep their private parts covered, and do not display their ornaments, parts of their body, except for which appears thereof, hands and feet. And also know they are to wear a veil, a face veil that covers their face and upon their bosoms, and they don't display their body parts except their lords and their masters and their mates and husbands, or their fathers of their husband, father-in-law, or their own sons, or their sons from a husband, or their own brothers, or their nephews, brothers, sons, or their other nephews, sisters, sons, or their women, Muslim women, or those who are possessed by their right hands, women their husband take care of, or their followers, slaves, not those who have sexual desires from our mortal men slaves, or the little children who have no knowledge of women's nakedness, and let them not strike with their feet in order to make known that which they are hiding from their ornaments, and boast and etc. of your body parts, and turn to the source Allah altogether, O who are faithful, so that you all will be prosperous, and marry those among you who are single, and the perfectionists from your male slaves and your female slaves. If you were poor, the source Allah will make them independent from his not our preference, and the source Allah is comprehensive and knowing. And let those who don't find marriage to restrain from the forbidden until the source Allah makes them independent from his not our preference. And those who seek the Al-Kitab, the scripture, written decree from which your right hand possesses. So give them a written decree if you know goodness to be in them, and give them from wealth of Allah who gave you all. And don't compel your young maid slaves to fornication when they wanted to harness for you all to seek temporal goods or advantages of the life of the physical world, who compel them to surely the source Allah from after their compulsion, and he is forgiving and most merciful. Alright, so it goes on to read, Anunnaki sent down clear signs. The source is the Nuwa of the skies and key. The source permits his name to be extolled in the houses, and mortal men will not be occupied with the merchandise and selling those who conceal what they knew to be the facts. Much. And it reads, and indeed we not heed the Anunnaki sent down to all clear signs, scriptures, and a likeness from those who passed away before you all, and that which happened in the realm of the Elohim and Anunnaki. The war is a admonition for those who tremble in fear. And the source Allah is the light of the semi-wide skies and the planet key earth. A like of his not our light, is as a niche in it, is a lamp in it, a glass. It is, or the glass is as if it were a shining star, brightly light from a blessed olive tree, not eastern and not western. It's olive, whereof almost glows forth of itself, and even though the fire does not touch it, the light upon the light, the source Allah claims his is not our light, to whomever he not we pleases, and the source Allah strikes forth the likeness of the Enosites, and the source Allah is the best knower in everything. In the houses the source Allah has permitted to be exalted, and remember his name in them. Glory be to him, not us, and them in the early daytime hour, and through the shadow hour. And mortal men will not be occupied with merchandise, and there will be no selling to divert them from the remembrance of the source Allah. and the upkeep of the salutation is worship and the giving of charity, and they will fear a day, the last day, in which the hearts and sights will turn about, eyes turning back and forth, and that the source Allah is to reward them for the best that which they did, and he not we increases for them from his not our preference, and the source Allah provides them what he pleases, when he pleases, without reckoning. And as for those who consider what they knew to be the facts, their works are like a mortgage of a small place, and he who is thirsty drinks, and he who is thirsty thinks, and it is water upon them when he comes to it, and doesn't find anything, and finds the source Allah has him in his not our possession. So the source Allah is to give a reckoning, and the source Allah is fast in the reckoning. Oh, like the darkness in a vast and deep sea, a wave, a covering for him above over it, a wave from above over it, and it is a cloud of darkness, one above over the other. And if he took out his hand, he was not able to see it, and he whom the source Allah didn't make a light for him, so there was not a light for him. Alright, that's the end of that heading. So let's go on. Those who are in the skies and keep and glorifies him, Allah to him is the milk of the skies and keep. Did you not see that the source Allah to him not as glorifies those who are in the Samuel skies, in the planet Kitamet, and in the birds, and extending their wings, are all just new. Its salutation is worship, and its glorification in the source Allah, his knowledge of that which they are doing. And for him not us, is the rulership of the Samuel skies and the planet Ki, and the destiny is to the source Allah. Did you not see that the source Allah penetrates, pervades the clouds, then joins them together? Then he not we makes them, and he can see the rain issuing forth from its midst, and sends down the skies from mountains which hail in them. So he not we pours it forth, afflicts with whomever he pleases, and he diverts it from whomever he pleases. The flashing of his lightning amongst has taken away the sight. And that right there was the end of that heading. Allah makes the shadow hour and the nahar to take turns. Every living thing was created from the water. Those who say that they have faith in the source and Muhammad, a party from them turns adverse, and it reads, and the source Allah makes the shadow hour and the daytime to take turns, and surely in that is a instructive warning lesson for the ones with sight. And the source Allah created from water every living creature. All creatures evolved from water, and some of them move upon their bellies, and there are those which walk on 2 feet, and there are those who move around on 4 legs. And the source Allah creates that which he pleases, and surely Allah has power over all things. Indeed, we not heed Elohim sent down verses which were clear, self-explanatory, and the source Allah will lead into calmness whom he pleases to the narrow path of the ones who stand up straight. And they say, we have faith by the way of the source Allah and by the way of the Rasul one sent, and we obey. Then after that, a portion from them turns away, and these are not they who are in with the faithful ones. And when they call upon the source Allah and his not our Rasul sent Muhammad to use wisdom between them, a portion from them turns away. A verse, and if the undisputable facts existed for them, they came to him obediently. So there a disease in their hearts, or they have doubts, or they fear that the source Allah and his not our one sent will deal unjustly upon them. Question: in fact, these are the ones in a state of unjustness. However, the Qur'an saying of the faithful ones when they call into the source Allah and his not our Rasul's one sent Muhammad's to use wisdom between them is that they say, we hear and we obey. And these are the prosperous ones. And he who obeys the source Allah and his Na'ar Rasul one sent, and dreads the source Allah and his fears and trembles him. So these are they who are the achievers. And they swear by the source Allah, binding their fates. And if you commanded them, they will come forth. Tell them, Muhammad, don't you all swear no obedience? Surely Allah is aware of that which you all do. And you are, and say, you all are to obey the source Allah and obey the Rasul Amen. So if you all are to turn away, so whoever it is on him that which he carried, and on you all that which you all carried, and if you obeyed him, you are led into a calmness. Is not on the Rasul one except clear propagation of the facts. The source Allah has promised those who are faithful from you all and work for perfection that he not we will certainly appoint them successors, caliphs once left behind in the planet key earth, as he appointed successors, caliphs one left behind from those who were before them, and he will establish for them their means of judgment which he has chosen for them, and that certainly he will, after their fear and exchange, gave them secure faith. And they shall slave from me not us. And they shall slave from me not, or we, or us. So they shall slave from me not, we, or us. Don't associate partners with anything, and who conceals what they knew to be the facts after that. So these are they, the transgressors, the wicked ones who breaks the laws, and stand up. Salutation is worship, and give charity, and obey the Rasul sent Muhammad, that perhaps you all will be given a yielding mercy. And don't you reckon those who conceal what they knew to be the fact are frustrated in the earth, and their resting place is the near, and the destination will be a miserable worship place. O who are faithful, let whom your right hand possesses your slave maids, and those who didn't reach the age of puberty from you to seek permission 3 times from before. The salutations as worship of the breaking of day, and when you place your garments from the midday, and heat from the salutations as worship, and of the light evening 3 times the nakedness for you all, 3 times of the undressing for you. It's not a crime for all, and not on them afterwards, and those who go around about you and others just like that. The source Allah makes clear for you all the signs, and the source Allah is all-knowing and most wise. Let them after all seek permission, just like you did, and before them, and there is no blame upon them for the women past childbearing who don't want marriage. There is not a restriction of the blind, lame, or sick to eat from their relatives' houses. And it goes on to read, and when the little children from amongst you reach puberty, so let them seek permission like that which those who sought permission from before them. Just like that, the source Allah makes his not our signs clear for you all, and Allah is knowing and most wise. And the women who are past childbearing who don't hope for marriage, so there is no crime upon them. And if they place their garments without ornaments, themselves without adornment, and that they refrain from the forbidden, it's good for them. And the source Allah is here and all-knowing, and there is not a restriction on the blind one, there is not a restriction on the lame one, and there is not a restriction on the sick one, and not on yourselves to eat from your houses, or the houses of your fathers, or the houses of your mothers, or the houses of your brothers, or the houses of your sisters, or the houses of the uncles, maternal aunties, or houses of your maternal uncles, or houses of maternal aunties, in which you possessed the keys of your friend. And there is not on you all a crime to eat together or separately. So when you all enter houses, so give salutations on yourselves, and bless agreeable greeting from the possession of the source Allah. And Allah also makes the signs clear to you all, that perhaps you all will comprehend. Surely those who are faithful to the source Allah and Amen sought his permission, and don't make the calling of the Rasul like the calling amongst yourselves. And surely that which is in the skies and the earth is his, and the source Allah is the knower of everything. Surely the faithful ones, those who have faith in the source Allah and his not are one sent. Amen. And when they were with him affair a matter together, didn't go until they sought permission from him. And surely those who seek permission from you, these are those who have faith in the source Allah and his not one sent, and his one sent, his one sent Muhammad. So when they seek permission from you from some of their affairs, so give permission to whom you will from them, and ask the source Allah to forgive them, and surely Allah is forgiving and most merciful. Don't you all make calling as your didn't you all make calling of the Rasul between you all as your calling of one another. The source Allah just knows of those who withdraw themselves privately and from you all seeking shelter. So be cautious of those who oppose a temptation from his command to afflict them, or aching pain to pour forth fall upon them. Surely that which is in the semi skies and the planet key earth is for him not us, and he just knows your state and the day you are to return to him not us. So he will inform them as a newsbearer of that which they did, and the source Allah is knowing of everything. Sadaqahu al-Azim. Alright now. So that right there was the end of that chapter, family. Again, I posted this already, so if you are interested and you want to go ahead and read, you are encouraged so much to do so. Alright, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. Again, family, know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread that love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi, to your peace, shalom, hashuk, divine love, family, and I do. And it's all